finished a lap around Spa. Welcome back to the Global Sim Racing channel on the iRacing Esport Network. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We think we have all of our ducks in a row, and we can go ahead and proceed with our pre-race show as qualifying is underway right now. Nick, why don't we take this opportunity to go ahead and look at the race details?
Yeah, so what we've got here tonight is an official iRacing series. That's what we're going to be dealing with all season long, of course, here. This is round 1 of 12, the opening night here. 4 drop weeks, as you see there, right next to it. That means their best 8 results will stand for their overall points at the end of the season. 45-minute race. Now, that is different than most of the races this year. There's only going to be 3 45-minute races, and the rest will be 25 minutes, so a little longer here tonight. Open setups, but only 30% fuel, which is definitely important on a 45-minute race. It's going to be one stop, and that might be cutting it close as far as it comes to a couple of different strategies. An instant cap of normal 17 and official iRacing points. That's what we've got here tonight for all of you to watch.
It should be fun. This is a series that has been around for a while, and we are happy here on the Global Sim Racing channel to get to be able to bring you this official iRacing series here that is going to be at this time slot every night. Let's go ahead and take a look who's sitting at the top of the qualifying right now. And sure enough, it's really no surprise. He's a driver we've learned from the MX5 World Tour, and it's Robert Hartley. And we're still waiting for our video to get to you here. Robert Hartley sitting at the top. For all you guys who followed that Saturday series, the MX5 World Tour, a name you'll know, Sonny Kanchan, Travis Swanky, they sit on the top 3 spots. Of course, this is not a league, Nick, so any iRacer is welcome to come in here and race. If you make the top split, you make the broadcast.
Absolutely. We're not going to see the same set of names all year, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see that. It's going to be great to see different names popping in and out, making their attempts here.
And with that, I think qualifying is done. I think we can go ahead and give you the grid. So on the pole, it is Robert Hartley, flanked by Sonny Kanchan, Travis Swanky, and Mike Dam fill up row number 2. Dries Nice, the Netherlands driver, racing in 5th position inside of the New Zealand driver, Gene Finnis. Chigura Agurama in the 7th position. And take a drink. I butchered that name. Matthew Baker is in 8th spot. 9th and 10th, Yer Mirren and Jordy Fike.
Matthew Mardell, Michael Stogbauer behind them in 11th and 12th, and Eric Mick, Melina Mann, and Joey Baloof going to round out your top 15. Eric Hanna, Todd Hansen, Brian Silbeski, Aldous Polis, Thomas Ellison, your top 20.
And the drivers who did not put in qualifying times along with Ellison, Jeff Jacobson, Adam McLeod, Ben Holton, and Brandon Wright. Let's take another shot at the driver who sits in 7th position. Got to be a Japanese driver. How about Suguru Agawa? They begin to populate out there. We apologize for the late start as we had some technical difficulties, but we believe we have those behind us now, and we're going to be able to bring you green flag to checker flag coverage here. Round number 1 of the Advanced Mazda Cup. Points will be the official iRacing points, so each week will be a little bit different depending on the strength of field. We do have 24 drivers here. There were 48 that entered. This has split into 2 equal halves. We're going to bring you the top split. You can see the cars out there underneath this beautiful sun that has shadows on the track. Gather up the chickens, take cover behind the cows. The horses are out of the barn. A familiar name up front for all the MX-5 fans, that's Robert Hartley. He's chased by Sonny Cantion, Travis Swenke, Mike Dam, and Dries Nice. Round out your top 5.
Watch out here as they head down the straightaway and up through Eau Rouge. It's a hard enough turn already to take out flat out, but then you have to deal with all of the draft these guys are going to be facing here.
And draft is going to be a big factor right now. It's going to be impossible for these guys to pull each other away from each other. They are single file right now. A car making a look here. That's Dries Nice back there taking a peek on Travis Swenke for 3rd position. Oh, up front we have a pass. Moving to the inside, Sonny Cantion. As if Robert Hartley just left the inside open for him. Now they bottle up here as they get down into the right-hander. They single file their way through the right-left combination. Oh, there's a few cars getting together. Eric Mickey involved in it. He spins off and in as they try to get back on track. He gets together with the car that got him, Yer Mirren. Those two drivers relegated all the way back to the back of the field. We've got that bookmark. Another car's off. We've lost Adam McLeod and Todd Hansen. They get together. They fall back. Hansen brings the car right back on track in front of Eric Mickey. Boy, it goes from bad to worse for Mickey.
Still making contact back there as they are all trying to get it sorted out right now.
We'll wait for things to settle down and we'll see if we can get you a replay of all those incidents that happened on those. Up front, it is still Sonny Cantion. After he got the lead from Hartley, he's able to hold on to it. But boy, they are nose to tail all the way back, maybe down into 7th position. Little bit of break behind Segura Agawa, trying to break Matthew Baker, trying to lose contact.
This is another big drafting area through here. This is all flat out, but they're going to have to lift just slightly, especially with all these open setups. They know how to get it done. They've got to be careful. They've got a real tight chicane coming up.
Boy, I'm not a big fan of chicanes, but I love the bus stop here at Spa. It makes for great passing going into it, and there's enough time between here and the finish line for there to be some excitement afterwards. Cantion in. Hartley out. Everybody negotiates that perfectly. Now, what is important to know at Spa, the finish line can change positions. Right here, it's going to be before La Source. They're already working lap number 2. They work around La Source, and the lead train, Dick, my goodness, goes all the way back to 11th position with Matthew Martell.
Absolutely, we're going to see them fan out here as we go above, and we're going to see right here on the backstretch once again them try to fan out, try to get runs down here. What will Robert Hartley do? Will he make a move on Sonny Cantion for the lead here, or will he sit back and enjoy 2nd place right now? He's not the only one making a move. They all fan out here.
They do indeed, but a lot of these names up front are experienced drivers. They know the rules. Making a move on the inside, challenging Cantion as he loses the position. Our new leader, Travis Swenke. Dries Nice now up into 3rd. Robert Hartley, our pole sitter, sitting back and forth, but he knows that there's a lot of racing still to go. That front train continues to be 11 deep. The caboose, Matthew Martell, trying to hang on, beginning to lose contact. He's got about 5 seconds till you get back to the guys in 12th. I'll just give you those names real quick. Polis, Mann, Hanna, Balufa back there, all racing farther back. Brandon Wright in 16th, the second train of 5 or 6 cars. Canchin taking a peek. Our leader, Travis Swenke. Dries Nice back in 3rd in the popcorn position. All these drivers very familiar. Mike Dam, the only one that I personally have not heard from, racing back there in 5th. Got Gene Fittis, the New Zealand driver, looking on at him.
Here comes
Canchin. Right on board with Dam. Go ahead, Nick.
Canchin going for the lead up front. He's going side by side right now. And they are going to enter the chicane too wide, which is going to be tough. I think one of them is going to have to let the other go, and that is exactly what will happen. They're going to have to give each other room all race long to survive this tight chicane here at the end. Side by side, not normally what you want to do through there. Canchin gets really loose.
Boy, coming out of the bus stop, I thought he was going to put it on the left side wall. He gets it gathered up. Woohoo! That was a close one. An interesting racing line from the Australian driver.
It is really hard to get the power back down right there because you do have so little traction, and these setups normally geared high enough to really need to get the power down, especially right through the section of the track they're in now. So that is probably one of the most difficult parts of the track to get all 4 tires underneath you, as we are going to see another set of runs being made here. That's Dries Nice making a move there on the outside.
Great racing going on so far. A few incidents that happened early on, but other than that, it's been very clean. The racing up front, it is an 11-car train. Now, all that battling was great news. Again, I'll talk about it again. Matthew Martel, he qualified in 11th. And that's where he's racing right now. He is the caboose of the lead train. He was about to lose touch with these guys until they started to race up front. Dries Nice, Canchin, Swenke, Dam now up to 4th. As we ride on board, we're looking at Martel.
Such a difficult part of the track here. Look at the manhandling of that car. You're going downhill there. Doesn't seem too difficult from the normal observer, but when you really get in one of these Mazdas going downhill, they're such a fast pace through there. Really, really easy to get the car unstable.
I can just report we don't need to go there because it was too long ago, but Thomas Elson and Brett Holton had issues. They have called it an early afternoon. Up front, we ride on board with the driver in 2nd. Making a move to the outside on Dries Nice, racing out of the Netherlands. Watching the whole thing from 3rd position, that is Travis Swenke. He's a veteran. He knows how to race these machines. Canchin does indeed get that position. Here comes Dam. On the outside, looking to the bus stop. Swenke taking a defensive line on the right-hander. Now look at Dam. He'll have the momentum. He'll be on the preferred position on the inside. Dan has trouble getting the power down, and gosh darn, he's going to lose a position to Robert Hartley. Hartley on the inside of La Source. Now he's backs out. He wants to give Dam enough room. And I'll be darned if Dam doesn't hang on to that spot. Great racing up front all the way back to 11th.
This is the most. This is the most we've seen the couple top few kind of fan out here. Sonny Canchin and Dries Nice, they're really kind of fanning out. I mean, a very little bit separating. They're going to all catch up here together once again, but Canchin and Nice really got through there very well through the chicane and through La Source.
You see him coming at you. Now stay on this, so as we stay on this camera, you'll see, look how far of a gap they have to that next train of cars, which just now gets into your picture. The front 11 are pulling away. Can we go quickly down to 13th position? This is really heating up. This is Brandon Wright. These guys have been fighting. Aldous Polis trying to make this move. Wright now makes the move on the inside of Joey Boulafay.
Really tough section of the track here. They got to be careful. They're slowing that car down from over 110 miles an hour way, way, way down into the 50s and 60s to get through there.
This is a 5-car battle for 12th position. They are 10, let's call it 11 seconds behind that front train. What's interesting, I've done a lot of these races. What's interesting, the drivers up in the front train almost have an unwritten rule book that they all have read. And they know they don't want to fight too hard. There's a lot of racing to go. Sometimes the best action is sometimes back in the second pack. That's kind of what these guys are putting on back here. Led by Brandon Wright, Joey Boulafay, Aldous Polis back there in 14th position. Eric Hanna, and then the last car of this 5-car train, Melina Mann. Boy, and they really start to get a little bit wide there. They start to fan out. I thought they were going to have trouble. They continue. My goodness, look how close Boulafay is on the back of Brandon Wright. On him, tighter than a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. But he's just pushing him. Gotta go back up front because there's a battle for the lead. It is Dries Nice as they head down into the bus stop. Kanchan had trouble out of here the last time around. Doesn't matter this time. Schwenke, Dam, Hartley, your top 5. Nick, unless you're a fast driver, unless you think you can outpace the guys, you can't afford to come in for a pit stop. You gotta just stay in the train and wait.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing that this train is providing is some amazing fuel saving.
Yeah.
Not quite for the leader, but for everyone behind him, because they are really only half to 3/4 of the throttle through a lot of these wider turns.
They all start with the same amount of fuel, but that doesn't mean they burn the same amount of fuel. Here comes Kanchan with a run. He's going to get the lead easily as Dries is a sitting duck. Whoa, trying to go through the middle. What's Travis Schwenke? Kanchan would have none of that as he did not leave enough room for the Ohio driver to get through there. Schwenke going to have to settle for second right now.
Caused quite a little bit of bump drafting through that there.
Oh, it did indeed.
And Kanchan got pretty loose there through the double set of turns there as well.
Again. Let's go back to this second battle back here. Joey Boulafay there in a battle with Melina Mann now. Melina, I'm going to assume that is a female. She has worked her way up into 15th position around Eric Hanna. Polis in 12th, Wright in 13th, Joey Boulafay in 14th, being challenged by Melina Mann. Mann on the move. She started in 14th position, fell a couple spots back in the early chaos, but has managed to stay out there and is still racing. Take a quick look at Robert Hartley. He's in 5th. The action is up front as Schwenke now being under attack one more time from Dries Nice. Dries is going to have that position done, and he's got visions of the lead because he's got momentum. He had a nice run off the tail of Schwenke. He's going to go ahead and see if he can get a twofer here. Working on the outside through the bus stop. Kanchan will give none of that.
Schwenke's took a toe out into the grass there as well, going into the chicane.
All those drivers up front burning more fuel. Does that mean their pit stops will need to be a little bit longer? The guys a little bit farther back? Remember, Robert Hartley is your pole sitter. You got to think he has the pace to get up to the front if he would want to get to the front. But right now, I think he says, I can save time when I come in for fuel. I won't need as much as he rides behind Mike Dam.
Dries Nice was looking for a little bit of a route there, seeing if he could get a peek going up into Eau Rouge there. He's not going to. And how about Mike Dam right there making it? And now Nice is going to be in front of him.
Oh my goodness, is he thinking about going through the middle? I think he is. He's going to think better of it. The Canadian driver of Dam waits.
Yeah, still 30 minutes left in this one. Definitely a good idea there.
A little bit of testing, though. A little bit of feeling that maybe I don't need to be in the first or second spot to win this. Maybe if I sit back, I can win it from third or even fourth.
And he's able to move himself around Schwenke and hold himself there.
One of the things that this big track does is it levels the playing field, if I can mix metaphors here. It lets drivers that maybe not have the pace able to hang with some of the faster drivers because the draft plays such a big element of this race. We start to spread out a little bit, though. Now we got a little bit of a gap between Segura Ogawa and Matthew Baker. Matthew Baker in 8th, in jeopardy. He goes a little bit wide now. He's off the pace a bit and being challenged by Michael Stogbauer. Stogbauer doing everything he can to get him up into 8th position. He doesn't want to lose the train. You want excitement? Well, you know how to go where to go for it. You want to check in on the iRacing Esports Network. We're so glad that GSRC is part of the broadcast family, part of the broadcast, the broadcasting companies in the stable of IESN. And as that said, somebody's pulling out. Mike Dam is going to go in and make a pit stop.
Definitely a very interesting call for Mike Dam here. 28 minutes left. So the fuel window probably open, but he's going to be all alone when he comes back out on the track.
Now, what this means to drivers at the top like Sonny Cantion, and there you see Dam looking for his pit stop, looking for his pit box. There he finds it. This changes what the guys up front. Before, when everyone was racing in a train, they could just take their time because nobody was going anywhere. But right now, Sonny Cantion's got to pick up the pace because Dam's going to come out and see if he can hot lap by himself. While that's going on, there's a pass for the lead. Cantion taking the defensive line, working on the outside. Dries Nice.
Dries had a big run, but he doesn't have any help right now. Schwenke not quite tucked in right behind him to give him the extra little boost that he needs, and I think they're going to still be side by side here into the right-hander.
Boy, Dries really had to let Cantion go because he didn't want to slow down his lap time. Schwenke tucks back into third. Dam has come out. The good news is he's come out in front of some traffic. He came out in front of Adam McLeod and Yer Mirren, so he's not going to have to get around them. He's got clear track ahead of him, and he's got a hot lap. Let's go to 11th now. Remember, this was a battle for 12th, but Dam is now behind them. Look who's out in front. Joey Boulafé out in front again. Polis behind him. Man being challenged by Wright. This is way better racing than we're seeing up front right now. I know it's frankly not as important, but this is way more entertaining here on IESN. But look at Polis right on the tail of Boulafé as we ride off the back of Man, those 4 cars.
Oh,
what is
way
going
off.
Yeah, what is going to make this interesting soon enough is Hannah and Mike Dam are going to get up there pretty soon. Dam's going to want them to pull off and take a pit stop before he gets there. Let's check back in on front real quick because things have kind of changed a little bit. Here comes another pass. Now, I don't want to be too cavalier about this, but ho-hum, Dries Nice has passed Sonny Cantion. But what I wanted to point out, Nick, is Now it's 6 cars because they have lost.
Yeah.
Grobauer and those guys.
Bit of a close call there for Robert Hartley. He was almost tucked right underneath Travis Schwenke. A little too much there on the chicane. That caused him a little bit of a loss of time there.
No takers from the front 10 as far as pit stops go. That second group now, there's going to have to work to get back up to the leader. Michael Staugbauer, Mathel Baker, the Sheriff, Jordy Fike, and then Matthew Martell. Look at that gap up to Ogawa. About 1.3 seconds. Riding on board with the Sheriff, Jordy Fike. The problem with this second train is the engine is the guy who qualified 12th. Staugbauer maybe not the best car to be running this one. Now here comes Matthew Baker. He cannot get it done, and all this does is slow this train down. Oh boy, Michael really is loose. But he gathers it up right in front of Matthew Baker. That was impressive.
And while all of that was going on, Sonny Cantion back into the lead way up front, and Travis Schwenke able to take P2. Dries Nice fell all the way from first to third there in that right left-hander.
Travis Schwenke now in second. What I've come to realize when I see drivers start to fight their way to the front of the line, often that means pit stop time. They don't like to pit from way back. It doesn't really matter if they're first or 10th when they're racing, but it kind of matters if you're first or 10th when you're pulling down into pit lane. They like to be first in there.
Yeah, especially Soup, because when they are in a train like this, if they all pit together, or if a large group of them pit together, the further up you are, assuming you're going to come out all together, that allows you a little bit of wiggle time in the pits. If you don't have a perfect pit stop, you can come out third or fourth in the pack and still be fast because you are all still together.
And these guys practice their pit stops, and if they feel confident they're going to be good at pit entry, they don't want to be stuck behind somebody that maybe doesn't have quite the skills going on. Let's see what's happening up front right now. Cantion, Schwenke, Dries, and there's Robert Hartley back and forth. The gap from the leader back to the driver who took that early peel, late reveal, and of course I'm talking about Dam, about 33 seconds. We think the bogey time is 30. Here's some fighters. Here's some takers. The New Zealand driver, Gene Fittis, might have blinked away, but meanwhile we have people coming in. Schwenke, Dries Nice have come in as well.
It's everyone except Sonny Cantion, Matthew Baker, and Matthew Martell. They're the only three staying on the track right now.
As they come in for their stop, the real interesting point is Mike Dam. Mike Dam heading down to the bus stop right now, racing all by himself, singing an Eric Cartman tune, All By Myself, into the bus stop now. He wants a good drive out of here. Will he be able to get out in front of the guys who took that stop? They're not rolling yet. Dam across the start-finish line. Schwenke is rolling now. Schwenke will have a little bit of a shortcut through the fast food order in the Clown's Mouth area there, and he's out on track first. Hartley is out, Nice is out, but here comes the momentum of Mike Dam. Dam gets Nice. Dam gets Hartley. But he does not get Schwenke. 1.5 seconds. Schwenke back to Dam. Brandon Wright, as we speak, has just looped the car around. Oh my goodness, he had a fun ride. And now he's in the pit, so we're not going to be able to get that one. He might have taken a tow to get there. Well, Sonny Cantion.
Yeah.
Qualified second, all by himself. He's got 5 seconds, Nick, on Baker and Martell, who did not come in.
Sonny Cantion's going to have to have a perfect lap here. As many laps as until he pits. I'd imagine that's going to be this lap or soon. He's going to be all by himself, and that's really going to affect his his lap times here because he's going to go in the pits by himself and come out by himself. There's even a little bit of advantage for Matthew Baker and Matthew Martell. At least they're together. They might make up 1 or 2 spots. But Sonny Kenshin is... this doesn't look great for him right now.
Yeah, Baker and Martell have a little bit of dancing partner. I cannot think that Sonny is going to stay out any longer, race by himself.
Yeah, he's got to come in this time, I think. The longer he stays out there, the longer it hurts him.
Well, but when it comes to confidence, he's confidence in a box of confidence, wrapped in confidence, in a house of confidence. He certainly, if anybody thinks he could be out there and outpace a group, it would be Sonny Kenshin. As I say that, he's staying out 1 more lap. All right. Now, Martell and Baker has decided they've had enough of this. Let's go back. Remember those guys we were looking at that were racing back in 12th position? Well, now they've worked their way up to 4th. Here comes Polis on the outside. There we go, and that is Ulafay. They're fighting him off, and none of those guys are going to get in. Melinda Mann, well, she's going to get this position, I think, because she has a great exit out of the bus stop. Not so great from Polis.
Yeah, big slide there from Polis. That's a big help for Melinda Mann. She's going to get side by side. Is she going to be able to make it stick? She might get a better turn in, but definitely not around the outside. She's going to have to tuck back in behind and try to get a run up through Eau Rouge.
While this goes on, I can report that Schwenke and Hartley and Dam and Nice are all together. They are going to leave the other drivers who took a pit stop well behind. Now, I'm talking about Baker and Martell. Baker and Martell coming out right now. They got cars that are full speed ahead of them, but look at this. It's Michael Strockbauer, and then the other car back there is Adam McLeod. So you have a 4-car train. Baker, Strockbauer, Martell, and McLeod. Up ahead, Fike and Ogawa. They're racing for 9th position. You can see them just at the bottom of your screen going underneath. But I think what is most interesting is up in 5th, the guys who are fast. Dam, Hartley, Schwenke, and Nice have all found each other. Nick, there is no way Sonny Kenshin can be faster by himself than 4 guys that work together. Well, we'll find out.
I honestly think he might come out of the pits in front of a lot of people, but the run is just going to catch him up here, I think.
The interval, 28.6 seconds, but that's back to Mann. It's a little bit farther back to Schwenke, about 33. Here is our leader, Sonny Kenshin, the Australian ace. Sonny, catch me if you can. Out there all by himself, living up to his nickname right now. Into the bus stop. And here he comes.
Yeah, Soup, we're going to see if he was really that much faster by himself.
33 seconds. I would not be surprised if, like you said, he doesn't get out on track first. Schwenke is just working his way down into the bus stop right now. Now, I think the guys up in front are going to come in. Sure enough, Buafay comes in, Mann comes in, Polis comes in. Schwenke does not. So here comes these 4 guys. Schwenke just about ready to go across the start-finish line now. Kenshin still in his stall. We're waiting for Sonny to get going. He's still there. But remember, it's a shortcut because you get that little cut area. Kenshin's still sitting there. Oh, I don't think he's going to get there now. Coming around. Here come the 4 guys. They are blowing him by. See you later, boy, like you're a skater boy. Sonny Kenshin later relegated back to 5th position.
And it looks like he's going to be all by himself. It's going to be really hard to catch that tail end of the line in front of him.
The gap, 1.8. If anybody can do it, it's the guy from Australia, Sonny. Catch me if you catch it. Up front, they go 3 wide. It is Hartley on the inside, Dam in the middle, and the guy with momentum is Travis Swanky. Hartley says enough of that and bails out. Swanky doesn't have enough run to get to the lead. Mike Dam out in front.
Really good run from Schwenke there.
We are working lap 11, but the laps don't matter because this is a timed event. 15 minutes to go. We are 2/3 of the way through this opening round of the Advanced Mazda Cup. Brought to you on the Global Sim Racing Channel via the iRacing Esports Network. Schwenke doing everything he can to run fast laps, following Dam. Sonny Kanchan in 5th, doing everything he can to get up to make this a 5-car battle.
And the thing I have to say about Sonny Kanchan right now is that he does have Ogawa and Fike, but they are quite a ways behind him, as actually Fike, or Ogawa that was, almost lost it there.
Yeah,
but they are together. They are together right now. If they could, in theory, work together, I don't know if in 14 minutes that's possible here, but if they could move up as it looks like Fike.
Slowdown penalty, I think.
Yeah.
He either missed a shift or has a slowdown penalty, but my goodness, if it's a slowdown penalty, boy, it's taking him forever to serve it. He has lost touch with Ogawa, and now here comes a stampede of Martell, Sogbauer, Baker, all coming in a hurry.
Hey, Soup, that might help Jordy Fike there, because he's going to be in the train now. That leaves Ogawa all by himself. If over time this train could catch Ogawa, Fike might be able to get by him.
Well, what we're going to do right now, since we have the opportunity, so the drivers will behave, we're going to pay a little bills, and we're going to go to a segment we call Trip and D's Back Marker Shoutout. Now, our overlay hasn't been updated yet. This says Trip's Back Marker Shoutout. We're going to have Nick take you through some of the drivers that are racing back there that we haven't had much time to talk about.
Soup, it's a segment I take near and dear to my heart. As a back marker myself on these tracks, Jeff Jacobson right now. He's running 18th, and he started 21st. So, hey, everyone back here, even the Midwest driver, the 15 of Jeff Jacobson, everyone moving up positions, including the guy in front of him, Brian Zelbeski. He went from 18th to 17th, where he is right now in the 19. Not so lucky is the guy in front of him. That's Yair Miron, who started 9th and fell to 16th. Looks like he may have had a little bit of trouble looking at that car, but hey, a damaged car just means you were racing hard, so you can't blame Yair Miron there at all for racing 16th right now.
Let's move up one more spot. We'll look there at Adam McLeod. Adam has fallen a few spots. A lot of these drivers ran into trouble. Let's go through 2 more drivers here, and then we'll call it a day on this back marker review. Let's move up one spot for McLeod and take a look at Eric Hanna. We watched Hanna in that battle earlier on. He's fallen back into 13th spot. One more spot up, and that would be, there we go, Melina Mann. She's in that battle. Why don't we take a look at this battle right now, because this is fun. This is Melina Mann in a battle with Joy Boulafay. And I'm going to apologize. It's always the case. My mom and dad taught me never to assume. Melina Mann is not a woman, so I apologize. That is often the mistake we make when we get European drivers in here. Racing from Michigan. So, now wait a minute. She's racing from Michigan. If he's racing from Michigan, I'm not buying it. All right. All right. So, all right, I'm getting more information. Signed up with somebody else's account.
Soup, I might need you to just shut up right now for a second and just let him race.
I gotta dig myself out of the hole, man. Let's go back up front. Robert Hartley, Dam, Schwenke, and Nice. 10 minutes of racing to go. These four guys seem to be safe if they got about 3 seconds on Kenchen. Kenchen doing all he can to get up there, but right now it really has come down to 4 cars. Can you win from second? Sure. Can you win from third? Probably. Can you win from fourth? Oh man, that's a tall order.
Depends on how rowdy they get on the last lap. Hey, Sonny Cancha could still win this thing from 5th.
Well, if they continue to race like this, 3 wide, and Dries Nice is going to follow him through. I said, can you win from 4th? Well, he got 3rd. He's got 2nd. And now, Dries Nice, it's 1st. That's how you go from 4th to 1st.
He may have taught his fellow competitors there in the top 4 a tip for the last lap.
Close up front. Let's drop back to 7th. Take a quick look on this one. Stogbauer again. Fike, Martel, and Baker.
Little pairs back here. That's the difference. Not just one big train, just 2 sets of tandem drafting back here. The problem you have with tandem drafting, especially at this track and in these Mazdas, is that you really need a push from behind, not a literal bump draft. We saw that earlier in the race. It didn't go so well. But a little bit of a push with the slipstream from behind. You need a little boost to get up there. It's much, much harder to get a run on someone when it's only you and him battling.
Yeah, battle going on. That is a pass. Now here comes, this is Fike making a move. We ride on back with Baker, watching everything happen in front of him. Fike indeed side by side with Stogbauer. The Sheriff not able to get that spot. All these 4 drivers were once racing in that front 11-car train, but it has left them behind. Segura Ogawa racing in 6th all by himself. We're going to stay on this battle a little bit. Just to touch on some big names to the left of, we talked about Gene Fittis, the New Zealand driver, had internet connections problems. 18 cars still racing. And because it's such a long lap here, 18 cars still on the lead lap. It's exciting up front. They shuffle. I don't mean to be nonchalant about it, but Hartley now has the lead. Yeah, Swanky and Nice. Well, that goes on. Probably less behaved, less tamed. If you're looking for something to go wrong, it's probably going to happen from these drivers. Fike, Stogbauer, Martel, and Baker. How about we go back to 11th real quick? A side-by-side battle with Joey Boufote and Melina Mann. All right, I'm going to touch this issue one more time. Am I getting that that man's real name is Brian Jones? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, I think I can probably figure this out now. So
swung it pretty wide there.
This nice battle for 10th between Jones and Boufote. At our front 4 leaders, Robert Hartley, Mike Dam, Travis Schwenke, and Dries Nice.
And you know, this is interesting to me. Robert Hartley has not really been up in the lead much. He had the pole, but we haven't seen him up there. We've seen him in more of the popcorn position, second, third, fourth, back here, just kind of waiting. Now that there's down to about 5 minutes left in this race, he is ready, and he is ready to go.
These four guys, 3.4 seconds ahead of Sonny Cantion. All right, on board with Dries Nice racing out of the Netherlands. Looking ahead at Travis Swanky, who races out of Ohio. Mike Dam, the Canadian driver, ahead of Robert Hartley. Just to finish my geographical description, Hartley in the Carolina. Bump draft maybe from Dam. Look at the momentum from Schwenke. Whee! That's 1 and 2. All right, Nick, with 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes of racing to go. You get yourself in the helmet here of one of these drivers. Where do you want to be heading towards the bus stop? What position?
I'm thinking more. I'm wanting to be second place or third place, going up through Eau Rouge and onto the backstretch, going down into the last final chicane. I want to have the lead by that point. I think it's really hard to get the power down out of there and take the lead. There's not much room there until the start-finish line, and I really think you're going to want the lead. So I think all of the real battling we're going to see for the lead, the real huge opportunities and passes, I think they're mostly going to happen between Eau Rouge and the backstretch and the last chicane there.
Travis Swanky up front. Hartley behind him. With about 3.5 minutes of racing to go, we're going to focus most of our attention up front here. The question is it going to be the white flag at the line? We think it is. Our timing and scoring tells us that we're going to have the white flag there. I just did a broadcast the other day, the Autobahn series, where everyone thought it was the white flag lap, and all of a sudden, iRacing said, go around again! Needless to say, somebody run out of fuel and lost the win. Travis Swanky up in front.
Hartley pushing hard there, though.
All these drivers qualified inside the top 5. They all have pace.
Yeah, I definitely want to have the lead if I'm one of these drivers by that last chicane. But I don't see someone, even if I don't see them even as they come to the white flag here. Robert Hartley, Dries Nice, I don't see them getting the power down fast enough. They're going to have to get a run here and make it happen.
All right, this is the last lap. Let's stick with him.
Hartley's sticking his nose out there.
Hartley. He sure is. Not sure if he's looking actually getting out there and just maybe playing a little defense, trying to maybe tell Nice to wait a bit.
I think he's getting a run.
Yeah, he wants it. Watch the driver in third. They do not leave him room through the middle, so Nice dives it down to the inside. Hartley closes the door. Nice works back up, working now through the middle. Like Odysseus between the devil and the deep blue sea. He gets punched a little bit from behind, but he's able to hold on. That was Swanky that got into him. Getting loose as Dam. They get it sorted out.
A couple of real technical turns here. Hartley's really got to hold his line through all of these.
Well, Hartley wanted the lead. He's got it. I got a feeling Swanky is not happy. Back in fourth position. We ride on board with the driver in second, looking ahead. The action is behind, though. Watch these guys get a run.
So what will Nice do? I mean, he can't play nice, that's for sure. He's really got to try to get a run. He's looking there. It's going to be a shut door, though, by Hartley.
positioning themselves. Hartley is where he wanted to be. Not sure if this is where he'll be when they get down to the bus stop. We'll find out soon enough. The track is only so wide, there's not room for 4 cars. Hartley on the throttle.
Best chance to make a run right here.
Nice is in his toe. Dam should be able to get there as well. Nice moves to the inside. They'll punch a big hole for Dam. Here comes the driver from 3rd. He'll have to do it on the outside. Is it going to be 3 wide into the bus stop? Maybe. Bailing out.
Nice, had to back out.
Nice bails out. Up in front, it's going to be Hartley. It's a drag race to the finish. Hartley gets the best drive off. A slow run off from Dam. He's going to get 2nd. Schwenke gets 3rd. Nice gets 4th. Let's go back to 5th position. Look at this going on. There's a Sogbauer here in a fight with Fike on the outside now. Baker looking on. Fike gets the drive off. I believe Fike is going to get that spot. He does. He'll finish in what I think is going to be 6th. Sonny Canchin is gone for some reason, not being scored. They scored these 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Canchin is gone. We do not know what happened to him. A spin at the very end from Molina Man. Let me correct myself. Brian Jones. He gets it sorted out. And he gets it going in the right direction. Jones will get 10th. In 11th, 12th position goes to Adam McLeod. A nice battle back for 13th. Let's look at this one. Yarmirin in a fight, I don't think... Oh, Mirren slows down. Either ran out of gas or missed a shift or just gave it to him. Aldis Polis is going to get 13th. Mirren in 14th. And the rest of the field comes across. That's going to do it for our racing, but our broadcast is far from done. We'll take a short break. Don't go far. We'll come back to talk to some of the drivers, run down the entire finishing order before we put a lock on the gate. Back in a few. Welcome back to the Global Sim Racing channel on the iRacing Esports Network. You're watching the Advanced Mazda Cup, round number 1 on the 2019 winter schedule. Let's run down the finishing order for you right now. Your winner, Robert Hartley, started on the pole, played possum for a while, but when he was needed to get to the front, he knew how to get there, and he gets the win. Mike Dam, very impressive run, 4th to 2nd. Travis Schwenke and Dries Nice go 3rd and 4th. Rounding out your top 5, a good run from him, from Michael Strogbauer. Jordy Fike was back there racing with Strogbauer for a long time. He can get 6th. Michael Baker and Matthew Martell, who was back in 11th position on the early train. He picks up 3 spots after that to get into 8th. Joey Boulafay, we saw him race a lot. And then it is going to be Brian Jones in 10th. Nick?
11th place going to go to Eric Hanna, Adam McLeod there, Aldous Polis, and Yair Miron. We saw them battling at the end there. Then going up 3 spots in this race, Brian Silbeski in the 19 car. Then a stat that I like to hand out, or I like to make note of quite a bit, is the driver that always finishes the best with a 0x. And the only driver to finish this race with a 0x today, Jeff Jacobson, really kept it clean tonight. Finished 16th after moving up 5 spots. Sonny Cancian, we don't know what happened to him towards the end. He ran into some software or technical difficulties, we'd imagine. Shigeru Ogawa also ran into some problems late in this race. He's going to finish 18th. Brandon Wright, Gene Fittis in 20th. Eric Mickey, Todd Hansen, Thomas Ellison, and Brett Holton. They all ran into some very early trouble in this race, and that rounds out your 24-car field.
And now we're ready to go ahead and talk to one of the drivers who was in here. We're going to be able to talk with our driver who finished in 3rd position, Travis Schwenke. Travis, did you have fun?
Yeah, that was a ball. That was a good time.
Spa is always a draft track. Let's go to the last lap and thinking about where you wanted to be.
Well, I wasn't where I really wanted to be. I think I realized about 4 to go I was in the wrong sequence, right? So I was getting myself in front in the wrong lap, knowing I would be then in front on the last lap. So I expected to fall the 3rd, not really fall the 4th. Barely touched Dries there, just trying to, he was still kind of staying wide for the people on the inside and just kind of barely touched him. So felt bad about that, but we made it all through and still then had a great one going into the chicane at the end.
Any worry early on with Canton staying out there? He has that reputation, but Nick and I were thinking there's no way that he's going to be able to outrun 4 of you guys by himself.
Yeah, I was trying to watch his lap times, and the few of them were close, and, we were kind of concerned that he was going to do his normal jump. So yeah, it's, I don't know what happened. I'll have to talk to him later. He doesn't get on, we don't get on our private channel because of his ping lately. When they switch the servers, so he's been racing off his phone. He doesn't want anything else running. So I'll talk to him though and see what happened, if he took a little too much or what happened there.
Well, congratulations on a podium here on the inaugural race of this series. Way to go, and we look for you down the road.
Yeah, no problem. Great job. Thanks, guys.
Travis Schwenke, the shortest podium standard right now. Nick?
I have caught up with Jordy Fike, who is going to finish P6 today. Jordy, you were battling there with 3 other drivers there for the 5th place position at the end. And where did you want to be on that last lap?
Well, there's the 2 different passing spots. So I thought I wanted to be 2nd, and turns out that wasn't exactly where I wanted to be, I guess, because I coming down through the Rouge, I got the run I wanted and got by, but then he passed me back on the last straight there going into the S's. Thought I had him on the bus stop into the inside, but what do you think? Maybe Stokenberger, Oki? It kind of looks familiar. I'm assuming it's not the same guy. I don't know if that came up in the broadcast, but comes out of nowhere and he's pretty quick.
Yeah, I try to use as many different pronunciations as I can. That way I know I get one.
Yeah, we had a great second battle back there. It's a lot. I mean, everybody was super clean. That was league level cleanness. It's been hit and miss this week. Been in a couple where it was a pig pile on the first lap, and I was just hoping we had a good show for you guys at the end. And it looks like we had at least two good shows, maybe more battles down the line. I haven't really had a chance to take a look yet. And I even see there was at least one driver on the lead lap with a 0x.
Well, there you go. Hey, I was multitasking there. I missed it if you mentioned it. I saw you did you get a slowdown penalty? Is that what happened to you?
No, there's a issue with iRacing where occasionally when you catch neutral, you can't get it out of neutral. And going from third to fourth, it registered neutral, and you're just slowing down, banging through the gears, and usually about second it picks it back up again, and then everybody comes right up with you. And it happened at a really inopportune time when I had a drafting partner. We had a gap, and because he maybe ran short on fuel, I think I would have had fifth locked down. But that's the thing. Just like in real life racing, you get problems with your car, mechanical breakdowns. We get technical difficulties, and that was mine for the evening.
There you have it. Well, congratulations for putting on a good show. You really did back there, and hanging with the front guys for as long as you did. We'll see you down the road.
All right, thanks, guys.
Sheriff Jody Fike. GSRC would like to thank everybody at the Advanced Mazda Cup community, especially Jody Fike, for supporting this broadcast. On screen now are just some of the equipment and software we use to stream cyberspace to your place. The original music that lets your ears alert your eyes you're watching a GSRC production come courtesy of Eric Ekholm and June Lalonde. See the screen to how to contact each of them. The Advanced Mazda Cup returns for round 2 next week from Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Dino Ferrari. GSRC via IESN will be there to bring you all the action. We hope you join us. The next IESN broadcast will be the Grand Prix Legends at Spa. Now, that's tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Sliding across your screen now are some of the upcoming GSRC broadcasts, so check those out and mark them down on your calendar. If you'd like more information about GSRC, visit globalsimracingchannel.com or check us out on social media at Twitter, GSR Channel, Facebook, Global Sim Racing Channel, and Instagram at GSRC_Graham. Also, if you haven't done so yet, become a YouTube subscriber by heading over to our YouTube page and hitting the big red button. Finally, on behalf of the entire crew, Nick, Sean, and Dougie, I'd like to thank all of you for watching. With that said, we're off to have fun storming the castle. So until next time, race hard, race clean, and we'll see you on the track.